Anna Lapini.
We're going to look at a gem, one that doesn't appear in tourist guides.
We will spread the word. Let's do it, Luca.
Here you are, Alessia.
You have a girl, Giuseppe.
Oh, Salvo, look after the gentleman.
It was in Florence on May the 27th, back in 1809.
Rosalinda, here's our daughter Anna, just baptized.
Anna Fiorelli. She's lovely. What happiness, Giuseppe.
What a good dressmaker you are, Mommy. Can I go to church with Daddy? He's back from the prison where he was cutting the prisoner's hair.
Of course, my girl. Pray for me and us all.
Annina, as she was called, was happy and felt particularly drawn to God's ways and really wanted to please him. She went to a school nearby and was a very dedicated student.
She learned to wash lace perfectly and tried to earn money to help support their large family.
I do so love being alone with you, Jesus. I would really like to be a nun, but I always seem to get rejected. They think my health is frail, and what's more, I can't contribute a dowry. I've received a third rejection. Can't I be a follower of St. Francis of Assisi? Well, I will find a less expensive convent that doesn't ask me to contribute a dowry.
She gets seriously ill with tuberculosis. Her life is slipping away. Anna is the apple of her father's eye, and he cries out at a painting of San Felipe Neri.
What has my daughter done to make you take her away from me? I want her to stay with me.
What do you mean, Giuseppe?
Grief made her loving father talk this way. Anna suddenly got better and fully recovered. From an open window, her childhood friend Giovanni Lapini greeted her. He was in love with her. Then, one day...
Good friend, your son wants to marry Anna, but although he has a good heart, he's going astray. It's a shame.
He's promising to change, and now he's going back to work as a barber like me.
He's very handsome, but likes wine, gambling.
Time has gone by. They are asking again. And Father Antonio Tahuti advises me to accept. Saint Francis, please help me to do God's will.
At last, Anna says yes to his parents. She believes she can help Giovanni resist the bad influences that have dragged him down and so behave like a good Christian.
Anna is both frightened and hopeful. Their wedding takes place on February the 18th, 1833, and they'll live in the Lapini's house.
How beautiful you are, Mrs. Lapini. You sang so well at the party. My parents are very happy.
They are very kind to me.
But Giovanni went back to his old ways, spending money going out and partying. His parents blamed Anna, so they had to leave home.
The poor girl suffered a lot. She prayed and put herself out for her husband.
And to cap it all, her beloved parents died within 2 years of each other. She was comforted by becoming a tertiary Franciscan, as her husband knew. She attended the Church of Santa Croce, seen here, but with a different facade.
In February 1842, after crazy games in the snow, he caught pneumonia.
That man with a good heart, but badly behaved, felt protected by the loving care of his wife, although they lived in extreme poverty.
Where there is something at home, my nanny must stay here. And if we end up with nothing, I will go and beg for him.
You are so good and have so many virtues in God's eyes. You must convert me.
He died like a saint, at peace with the Lord. It was Holy Thursday, March the 24th, 1842. His widow Anna Lapini wept and gave thanks to God for his conversion.
Anna went to live with her brother Orlando, and when he got married, she rented a small house in the outskirts and took in an old lady.
A brave woman in the village, she taught the poor children. Her friend Elisabetta joined her, and later 3 more, Angela, Erminia, Ottavia.
What does the Lord want from me? Now there are 5 of us, and more poor girls to be taught and become good Christians. We're wearing the robes of Franciscan tertiaries.
They had to rent a larger house, the Crucifix House. Then later the Piarists let them have the Fantina.
Huge and half empty. They were extremely poor, but very happy all the same. Angela had joined them, and the youngest, Maria.
Anna and her companions went amongst the people, in the poorest, most abandoned parts. They go out into the streets and take on a lot of suffering.
Hello, Gina. Here, give this little bag to your mother. I'll come tomorrow to tend to your grandmother.
Thank you very much. Anna, you've given her today's alms.
Yes, of course. God will provide. Let's hurry so we get to Monte alle Croce in time for prayers.
Their lives were devoted to Jesus, but they needed official recognition from the church. They received it from the Archbishop of Florence and wore Franciscan habits.
May 18th, 1850, the eve of Pentecost, was a great day.
Followers of St. Francis of Assisi, you will be named the poor daughters of the Holy Stigmata.
This is a day to give thanks. The marks of the Passion stamped on St. Francis will encourage us to be followers of the crucified and resurrected Christ.
Living in poverty, humility, and happiness.
In the Fantina, they continued to teach more and more girls, taking in bereft elderly ladies as well.
Later, new institutions called retreats opened. The second one in Borgo San Lorenzo, 20 kilometers from Florence, then Fiesole, Monte Carlo.
And the portico near the old Carthusian monastery that had to close and went to the Stigmatines.
You're longing to know the Mother Superior of the Portico, right? Well, here she is, my dears. This is our Mother Superior.
How pretty! Oh, wow, how beautiful! How pretty! Wow!
Anna found her for sale and managed to get her, thanks to a generous friend.
Finally, she met the Pope Pius Nonno.
I didn't know your institution very well. Aware it's devoted to helping neighbors, I would like you to continue and go to where you are called.
These words consoled her for the many afflictions they'd suffered and gave her strength to continue. They really needed to hear them.
The cholera epidemic is causing hundreds of deaths and will rise to thousands. Now it's up to us to help. Our lives will be in danger, and I don't want to force anyone. Whoever would like to take part, step forward.
Their mother has died, and I will be next, Sister Anna. What will become of the children?
We'll look after them lovingly.
May God bless you.
Seeing her caring ways with the needy and helpless, she was known in the village as the Mama of Florence.
She travelled non-stop all over Italy, managing to set up 37 retreats, but she was suffering from advancing cancer. In early 1860, they took her to Portico.
Sisters, I recommend a real mutual charity, consisting of taking care of one another, without being competitive, and not with self-praise, but by improving ourselves and setting a good example. Let us live out the gospel of Jesus simply and happily, like our Father Saint Francis.
Our beloved Mama Anna has left us this day, April 15th, 1860. But we know you'll be with us, the stigmatines of today and those of tomorrow.
Anna Fiorelli Lapini left a very relevant testimony to the service of the needy. Wherever you find stigmatines, her words ring out.
I recommend peace, love, humility, and faith to you all. If you want to be happy, fulfill your obligations. Everything becomes easier when living with love.